What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. NBA Talk with Jay Money and the Shark. We here. It's Thursday. We're trying to get some cash, just like every day, right? What's up with you, Shark? I got the buy shirt on. You got the buy hat on, my guy. What we doing, my brother?
Oh, beautiful day in the life. December 9th, 2021. Thirsty Thursday. NFL football tonight. A little Vikings-Steelers special. NBA three-pack of plays. National game in Philly, 7 o'clock. A couple other ones, some contenders, some good spots, numbers and narratives. An opportunity to dominate. Jay Money, where do you want to begin here?
Yes, sir, man. Let's go to the first game of the day, right? Let's go to the streets of Philly here. Both of these teams coming on the back-to-back. Probably a much tougher travel spot for the Jazz, though, coming from Minnesota to Philly, whereas the 76ers coming from Charlotte to Philly. So we got the Jazz here, right? They were hot. They put up, 130-some points versus the Timberwolves last night. To be honest with you, just like simple NBA cap. When you got a team that's coming off a super hot shooting night, you probably want to fade them the next night. You see them put up 137 at the house versus Boston, Shark, and then they go up and put up only 109 versus the Cavs. Obviously, Cavs really good defensive team. Then 136 versus the Timberwolves. Now, be interested to see how the Jazz look tonight in this one, Shark. What we doing, my brother?
Official play, home locker room, Wells Fargo Center, Philadelphia 76ers +3. A lot going on here. We look at what Philly's been doing at home in the last almost the entire season, I should say. Very, very lackluster. 5-5 straight up. 0-5 ATS. Last 5 having gone 1-4 in that sample. They come home here in a 3rd and 4 back-to-back. Utah also on a back-to-back. And you really have to go through the environmental line scaling with these teams. It does matter. Go back to last year, 134-123 Utah on an 8.5, so 11 on an 8.5, a good spot and a cover. It came down to 3.5 in Philly, which was short, of course, 5 gap, not 3. Philly did win the game in overtime, 131-123. Then it came up drastically from 3.5 to 11.5 in a game played about 2 weeks ago. Of course, that was an absolute massacre by Utah, 120-85. So now you get the revenge game, and you get the blowout insult revenge game. You get a different roster. You get Joel Embiid back in there. And this roster is ready to turn up at home. Final point here. If you really trace how Utah has played the East contenders, it's very, very consistent. They hammer Atlanta in all formats. They cover against the Bucks in all formats. They play Miami tough at home, usually. They don't cover in Miami, and they play Philly well at home, and they don't cover in Philly. Philly 0-5 ATS at home last 5. Back-to-back for Utah. Revenge game, number all over it. +3, Philadelphia, 1 unit. Let's go.
Yeah, I like it, bro. And another thing to this one as well. So obviously Embiid, just talking some matchups here is a prop I like in this game. I like Tobias Harris over 17.5 points. If the Sixers are going to win this game, which I think that they have a very good possibility to, for one, obviously Embiid have a little bit better matchup for him, right? So obviously Gobert can guard Embiid a little bit better. This is a huge game for guys like Seth Curry and Tobias Harris, if you ask me. Now, one thing I didn't like, I was watching the game last night. Seth Curry was actually holding his left shoulder pretty bad and wincing last night. So I just thought to myself, it could be a possibility to sit out, but he could get it massaged up and get in this game. So I don't necessarily want to hone in on his props, but Tobias Harris for sure. He played in that game where they got smacked up by 35 points without Joel Embiid. So he definitely will have some revenge in this one. He only got 12 points in that game. I think that was the first game coming back from the injury as well. So Tobias Harris has to earn his money tonight. Official play over 17.5 points for me, Tobias Harris. Heavy lean Sixers as well. It's going up to 3.5 now. This is one where you just wait, where the public will probably be so heavy on the Jazz. You wait, probably can get a 4 here. I always wait for the injuries as well, my guys. So the Jazz do have 1 day of rest advantage, but still, it's still a tough spot for them if you ask me, going over here Philly. Obviously, it's an Eastern Conference team. It's just maybe not necessarily that big of a game for the Jazz. I like the revenge spot with my guy Shark here. I lean 76ers plus a 3.5. I'll probably wait till last minute to take that one. But I do like that Tobias Harris over 17.5, guys. I do think he's going for 20 points in his sleep tonight. Like I say, Embiid may not have as good of a game. So it'll be on the wing, guys, where they actually have some exploitable matchups for the on the Jazz over there. So We know Gobert is going to be hold down the paint. Tobias Harris is going to be having to hit some threes. He has to get over 17 and a half. I think that correlates with the 76ers here as well, my guys. Let's go to the next game. Only 3 games today, man. So I did try to hone in, try to get some other shit here. We got the Lakers versus the Grizzlies here, Shark, going to the streets of Memphis here. I texted my guy last night, said the Grizzlies finna go on a slide, guys. I don't care. I know everybody loves them. I know they were balling out without Ja Morant. And just think of this, Shark. Now, Ja Morant was out for an injury, right? It's a little bit different than health and safety protocols. He was on the bench picking guys up in practice, all this. Now he's not there whatsoever. Now, no, he hasn't been playing, but regardless, all that, the Lakers have a major rest advantage here. I told you guys a few videos ago how the NBA is kind of helping them out in this part of their schedule. I think that the Lakers are going to clean up here by double digits for me. Give me the Lake show. And y'all know I don't take the Lakers a lot, but I do like the Lakers tonight. It was at 3. It's up to 4. And I mean, it could be back down to 3.5. There's a lot of money or public money coming in on the Grizzlies. Lakers, smack city spot here, Shark. What are we doing?
Yeah, I would lean Lakers. You go back through this sequence of matchups the last 2 seasons, the Lakers have won every single game. Go back to last year. There were 2 games played back-to-back in Memphis. The Lakers did cover the first one by 14-point gap on a -10. It came back the next night. It moved down to 9.5, and Memphis almost got there. The Lakers only won by 2 points, and it came back to Staples. It was actually short. Lakers covered it by 1.5. They won by 10 on an 8.5. And, of course, the most recent matchup, a real tight one. Memphis was on a back-to-back, I believe, in L.A., 121-118. Lakers on a -5, a non-cover. So the Lakers are getting a strong enough line here at holding it 3 open. It is 1 point. We said it against the Celtics. That's all they needed. They only needed a half point of extra strength, and they covered it. And as Jay said, Memphis was 5-0 straight up in ATS without Ja Morant, mostly qualifier spots where it was more so on the opponent being incapable of doing what they needed to cover, as opposed to Memphis just being, an NBA championship style team here. The only hesitation I do have in this game is the fact that Memphis is in a quadruple revenge game. They have lost, of course, the last 4. And I do fear the line is very sharp. When you do see 3 out of the last 4 spreads coming in here, close, 4 points, 1.5 points, and 2, I'm not so sure we're going to get that blowout environment, but I do think Lakers would be the correct number and lean here for me.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't need a blowout. I really just need them to win by 5 points here, to be honest with you. But I do think it's a double-digit win. If the Grizzlies have anything, guys, in the chat, and I can't tell anybody what to take, but I feel like if you do like the Grizzlies, you're trying to find a spot for the Grizzlies, you maybe take them first quarter, first half, early. Second half, I do see these guys run out of gas. They already have a ton of injuries, not a ton of ball handlers as well. An under would also be a look in this one. I have a heavy lean to the under 224 here. Lakers are slowly starting to play a lot better defense. The Grizzlies, if they want to stay in this game any type of way, guys like Dylan Brooks, Desmond Bane, they're going to have to play lockdown defense, if you ask me. Not a ton of guys. I mean, Steven Adams is not a bad defender, but not a ton of guys to stop the bigs from the Lakers. Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard, maybe even DeAndre Jordan coming off the bench. So I see these guys like Malik Monk going off tonight from 3. I think these guys are going to get hot. Lakers starting to catch a win. The Grizzlies are starting to go on the slide. They're actually starting to catch up to them now. Yeah, we may be out with Ja Morant for a little bit longer than we expected. So I know that they just took a loss last night. They're at the house, but the Lakers do have the rest advantage. I like the matchups as well. And I just think I think the league is kind of helping them out with their schedule spot. I said it last time. I'll keep saying it. Some type of teams, man, there are certain players the league may try to help out, man. It happens, but as long as I'm on the right side of it, that's the only care that I give. But heavy lean to the under here. I think the Grizzlies will play some good defense, but the Lakers will outlast them in the second half, if you ask me. I'll go official with the Lakers -4. Heavy lean to that under 224, my guys. Let's go to the last game here. Only 3 games today. Like I say, I might have to hone in on some props in this one as well, man. We got the Nuggets versus the Spurs here. Nuggets in the midst of a long road trip, man. Absolutely tough spot. A team that already doesn't necessarily play well on the road. This is the 6th game of their 7-game road trip here, Shark. You got the throwback hat for the Spurs. What we doing, my brother?
Official play, San Antonio Spurs -1.5. You go through it. You look at where Denver is on their schedule. I really think this is an absolute dead zone bottom out spot. 6th game out of 7 on a long road trip across the East Coast, now coming across the center of the country. They find themselves here in the first of 2 in San Antonio, and they find themselves here on a 3rd and 4 road back-to-back off a real tight overtime victory and cover last night. We've said this. Denver's been flip-flopping wins and losses and covers and non-covers on this trip. This would be the letdown spot off the win and the cover. And it's just so much more emphasis because it is a 3rd and 4 road back-to-back. They have not been good in these scenarios this year, specifically 3rd and 4 spots. One specific corollary, which we really honed in on here, they did hammer Portland by 30 points in the front end of a back-to-back at home, and then went into Dallas, which of course is in Texas, same environment, same division. Dallas did get there on them late, 111-101. Real fatigue drop-off in the 4th quarter in a revenge game, and a good number for Dallas. Bring you to the number. This is a revenge game for the Spurs. The Spurs did cover in Denver, 102.96 on a plus 7.5. We always talk about this. Standard numerical averages long-term in sports should move about 3 points when you're going road to home. This is actually moving 6.5. It's telling you a damn good story. It's telling you the Spurs are scrappy and potentially above average situationally. And you do look at what's going on here with the Spurs. They did tank home game 1 off a trip, which we had correctly with the Knicks the other night. We talk about this all the time. Consistency to the inconsistency. We know when to sell. We know when to buy. This is a buy spot. It connects with all numbers and narratives. San Antonio Spurs, little market action coming in that direction, minus 1.5, 1 unit.
Yeah, I think this is a game where we could find some props, guys. Like I said, with obviously sports betting being a lot more legalized, obviously the sides and the totals are a lot more hit. They're a lot more sharply graded now, to be honest with you. You can still find some cash in there, but this is a game where, and another thing, my guy Simba know what I'm talking about here. Another thing, when you're missing some guys, right, when you're missing a guy, that's an opportunity for you to pick up some props on another player that their usage will really go up. So I know the Spurs will be without their starting power forward, Keldon Johnson here. So I'd be looking at Jakob Poeltl, points, rebound, assists, over 23. I believe it's over 23 and a half. I like the look, guys. I think Jakob Poeltl, he can go for 15 points and 10 rebounds by himself. I think the assists will pick up, but the rebounding definitely should pick up. Don't be a bit surprised to see Jakob Poeltl go for 15 rebounds tonight without Keldon Johnson out there. And the only other big they have out there is Drew Eubanks coming off the bench. So I'll be interested to see who will be starting in their role as well. Maybe they try to throw Lonnie Walker in there. Whoever's starting in that 4 role as well, you're going to have to look at those props as well. So this is a game where I look at I'll look towards some props in this one. Most likely Jakob Poeltl, points, rebound, assists. I like it. Over 21, that over 23 and a half. Shark, my guy Shark got the buy hat on, riding with the Spurs. Nothing for me on the side in this one. I'm glad my guy said it on the was a good game to watch for the Knicks. I'll have it on the next. I'll have a play on the next game in the doubleheader. These two teams do play in a couple of days, my guys. I'll just watch this one and see what I can find on banger play for the next game. Simply put, Shark. That's the show today, my brother. Break them off with your officials.
Yeah, absolutely. December 9th, 2021. Want to give a shout to Wham. Happy birthday, my man. I saw that on Twitter, and
my God, Wham.
So happy birthday, Wham. I don't know if he's in the chat. I'm sure he's out on the West Coast, probably sipping champagne.
I'm going to have to hit my guy up. I'm finna hit my guy up, Wham.
Absolutely. So if anybody's got a birthday, drop it in the chat. We'll wish you a happy birthday. We want to bring you guys into our life as much as possible because, again, I say it every day, without your chats in the show, there is no show. You guys give us the opportunity to speak and bring you the wealth and the knowledge, and we'd love to do it. 2 official plays, San Antonio Spurs minus 1.5 and Philadelphia 76ers, 7 p.m. national, NBA TV, home locker room plus 3, a revenge game and a great situational spot. 2 top plays, 9 words of lifestyle, ride the wave or get out of the water. J Money, close them out.
Let's cash, my guy. Yeah, happy birthday to my guy, Wham, legend, man. What's up, Simba? Isaiah Moore say his birthday is on the 13th, man. So let us know, Isaiah. We'll probably be on here, give you a shout out, man. Lakers for me, Lake Show for me, my guys. Goddamn, LeBron James, face NBA, all this shit, man. Oh, Scott Foster, is he reffing 3 straight games? Nah, but Lakers for me, I do think this one will get ugly in the second half. Heavy lean to the under for me. Heavy lean to the 76ers as well. I'll wait to the last minute, make sure nobody's resting that one. I am going official with Tobias Harris over 17.5 points. He's going for 20 in his sleep tonight, my guys. And also the Jakob Poeltl, I hadn't betted yet, the over 23 and a half points, rebound, assists. I think that's cashing with ease. Also, Jakob Poeltl, double-double, all that shit, guys. Jakob Poeltl finna ball out tonight on these boys, man. It's a big matchup between him and Jokic as well. So only 3 games today, but we always trying to find some cash, man. Go follow my guy on Twitter at Sharks in Sports. You can follow me as well at JMoneyIsMoney. Let's get some cash, and we back tomorrow, my guy.